2:30, baby, won't you meet me by the beach?
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Shelly and you're watching by Shelly for us. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna work on my intro. I'm really gonna work on my intro. But while y'all here, please subscribe, like, comment, and share this video with people that I don't know may find this entertaining or just want to support your girl. That too, I appreciate it. But let's talk about 2024. Let's get into some things. But also, I'm gonna just reflect on how my 2024 went. I want to also just give y'all hindsight of who I am as a person, what I've been through, and why I didn't personally feel like 2024 was like a horrible year for me. Like, I'm so sorry for the ones that it was a horrible year for. Like, I empathize with you guys for sure. Like, I understand how it feels. But 2024 was like literally a 180 for me, and I'm like super appreciative. Like, I'm so appreciative. But yeah, but before I tell y'all how, like, why 2024 is like a good thing for me, I want to give like a little ring-a-ding-ding on why in the previous years. So I'm gonna give y'all like a little quick synopsis over the last 4 years, well 3 years technically, and why this 4th year is cool and why I'm excited about 2025. But okay, so it's just like so much that I could talk about. I need to like focus. Okay, so we're gonna start from the pandemic because that's really where everything started getting shaky. I'm gonna reference like earlier years and stuff, but like really that's kind of like where things kind of went crazy, because 2023 honestly was my rock bottom year. So that's why I'm like so happy on how 2024 kind of like turned out to be. So 2020 to 2021, that was pretty much like pandemic time and stuff like that. And I could just say I appreciated the pandemic for one, I was able to grow a tighter bond with my family because I pushed them away for the most part. And I do this self-destructing behavior thing. Well, I used to. Where when people that loves me and care about me and stuff like that, when they want to actually be there and support me, I kind of push them away and like just go through my own things by myself, and then I struggle, pretty much, for lack of better terms. I struggle. And so I was able to kind of like just get back close with my sisters mainly and stuff like that, because they're my besties. Like, we text every day, all the time, even when they make me mad. But got really close to my sisters and stuff like that again. And me and my mom like worked on our relationship and stuff, because you know how that be, girls, daughters with moms. We girls, we women, so we can bump heads sometimes just because we're hormonal. So we ended up mending our relationship a little bit and tried to come to some type of understanding, but like, you know, that's like an ongoing thing with your mom. Like, that, it is what it is. That's life. Sometimes she's gonna make you mad, sometimes you're gonna be her bestest of friend, but you're gonna always love her, and that's what it is with us. But so that's pretty much what happened. I met my best friend in 2021. We had our ups and downs, but I don't want to get into too much of that and stuff, because we do have a podcast coming out January 5th. So make sure y'all subscribe to that and tune into that, and y'all will hear more of our story and our journey as friends and as women. And I'll be sure to link that in the description box and stuff, so y'all can go ahead and follow our Instagram and our YouTube page, and y'all make sure y'all follow my personal accounts and stuff too. But anyway, back to the regular scheduled program. So we had our fair share of ups and downs and stuff, but I feel like I appreciated that friendship, because I feel like during that time I was also going through other friendship breakups of people that it just wasn't as supportive that I needed as a friend during the trying times that I was, because I've been battling depression like for years. I had a good thing with Goddamn, huh? Jesus. Okay. Ooh, back. But yeah, I had like a hard time with communicating that, and then I did like a pretty decent job with like masking and covering up. Like nobody knew the silent battles that I was fighting on an everyday basis for years. Honestly, it's for years. And looking back at it, like I got judged for certain behaviors and decisions and stuff like that, but at the same time, it's like if you honestly knew what was going on in my head and what I needed from people and what I needed to kind of like help fill certain voids for a temporary fix, then you will be a little bit more empathetic, I would say. And you will give a little bit more grace and stuff, because it's like you just never know what people go through and what battles that they fight and stuff. And I feel like during the pandemic time, we kind of saw that with a lot of other like big time celebrities that either were battling stuff, or even people close to us that was battling like silent battles that nobody knew anything about, yet nobody was a listening ear at that moment. Or I don't know, I can't speak for everybody and stuff, but like that's just my experience. So, but luckily I did have like support when, okay, I'm skipping some things, so let me go back a little bit. So yeah, so we had our thing, so we was cool. I still was displaying like a lot of destructive behavior and stuff, my meaning binge drinking, staying out, just doing dumb stuff and whatever, like just doing dumb stuff, being in a toxic situation and stuff like that, just and being okay with it. Like it was a lot. It was a lot. Oh geez, hold on, I cannot breathe, y'all. And I probably need to go to the store to buy. Before we get back serious, my best friend used to talk shit about me whenever I used to pull that out when we used to be out at bars and dinner and stuff. But baby, I'm not finna be at the table breathing through my mouth. Like I cannot breathe. Like I need that. So yeah, I was doing a lot of, that's what I was saying. I was doing a lot of destructive behavior and stuff like that, like binge drinking, just all of that. So I want to say this. And okay. So in the pandemic time and stuff, so 2020 to 2021, yeah, like that year and stuff. Like I was doing a lot of drinking, like all through the week type of drinking and stuff. I wasn't working at the time, and then when I was working, I was working from home. So it was like I had just the opposite. I could throw back some wine coolers, go. So downstairs, I insert the picture of like how my parents' bar is. It's a full bar, like, and it's multiple bottles, and it's fifths, not no itty bitty bottles, like fifths of bottles and shit. So I used to go down there, and whatever bottle was open, I used to pour it in. I used to mix liquors, not even caring and stuff. So I did a lot of unhinged things. Looking back at it, it's like, wow, girl. But yeah, so I went through all of that, and then I like dialed back and stuff when I started having to like going to the office and stuff. So, but before I dialed back and stuff, I like physically looked at myself in the mirror and wasn't happy with what I was seeing as far as physical appearance. Like I started breaking out really bad. I started looking like droopy, and I like look old in the face, because on top of the drinking, I was smoking a lot too. So it was like I just was looking and feeling old, and I was just looking old, feeling like sluggish all the time. I was sleeping a lot. Like I like sleeping till like 1:30 in the afternoon type of deal and stuff if I could. Like that's how I was sleeping, and it was like, no, like what is going on with you? So I started taking my health serious. So I changed my diet and stuff up. I got into the gym very, very hardcore. I was working out like damn near 5 days out of the week, damn near 6 sometimes depending. Then that's when I became best friends with. We started hanging out on the weekends and stuff. So Fridays and Saturdays we used to go out. So that was my designated drinking time. And during the week and stuff, I wasn't drinking. I was like strictly focused on being in the gym, I don't feel like charging it, so we're gonna still rock out like this. So okay, whatever, that's gonna be the best it's gonna get because I'm not waiting around and I want to just get this video out the way. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh, okay, yeah. So so we was only drinking on the weekend and stuff like that, but we was still drinking a lot, both of us was and stuff. Like, we used to we'll get more into details on our podcast, so be sure that y'all like tune into that. But we used to be killing fifths by ourselves, like like crazy times. Used to just be up all night drinking, White Castle without sleep, wake up, do it all over again, like no hangover. Crazy. But but yeah, so we was doing that, and I was still displaying destructive behavior and stuff like that. Hindsight, looking back at it. And then I had gotten into a really bad car accident in 2023. I totaled my car. I had to go to the hospital. I had like this really big, I don't think it's, oh, it's still there, but it was actually bigger than this. So I had this scar from like here to like here, and it was gushing. I was bleeding. I didn't even know I was bleeding until my like adrenaline came down and I woke up the next day, and that was like in pain, and it was dried up blood because I didn't even wipe it off and stuff because I didn't even know that I was bleeding. My ribs was bruised. I had a mild concussion, and I was like severely dehydrated. So I went through that situation and stuff, and I'll talk more about that on the podcast and stuff, that whole experience and stuff. But that kind of like put me even further down in like the depressive state, because it's like, fuck, I just lost my car type shit. I just went through this whole ordeal and whatever. It had to, like, it was just, oh my gosh, it was just like crazy. And so I was just really sad about that, because I was just sad. I love my car. That's still like the best car that I ever had, and I really miss that car still to this day. And I always replayed that entire scenario over and over again in my head on like, I should have did this instead of that. I should have did that instead of this type shit and stuff. But what can you do? So that happened. I was really sad. I was trying to like pull myself up like all the time, just emotion wise, and I just felt like that was just very exhausting, to the point where I just neglected all of my relationships across the board. Like, I didn't want to talk to nobody. I didn't really want to kick you with nobody. I didn't want to tell nobody nothing that was going on. That was like my biggest pet peeve. And I think that also had played a factor in me and my best friend like falling out for like a couple months and stuff. But we'll talk about that more on our podcast. But it was just like, I just had so much going on in my world that I just knew that I couldn't be the best of anything to anybody else. Like, I couldn't be the best daughter. I couldn't be the best sister, the best girlfriend. Like, I couldn't be the best anything. So I just pretty much like ended mentally all of my relationships, and it was just like, if you stay, you stay. If you don't, you don't, and stuff. And I was still even trying to muster it up before I even got to that point. But I was still trying to muster up energy to like support people and go out with people, knowing that I'm battling this battle in my head and stuff, like mentally. And a couple people knew, and I'll get to that and stuff, because like a couple people disappointed me also. So all of that was very eye-opening. But yeah, so I went through all of that. Then at the start of 2024, like leaving 2023, me and my sisters, like, we hung out for New Year's and stuff at my sister's house, and I had pretty much just made a vow to myself, like, 2024, you're gonna get your shit together. Like, there's no if, buts, or maybes. Like, get your shit together for real. Like, that's the only way up out of this shit. Like, you gotta want this. But mind you, before we even get into 2024, I left out a lot of shit in 2023. So in 2023, towards the end, around this time actually, yeah, around this time, like around November to December, so around like my birthday time and the holiday times and shit, I was at my lowest. And please don't take this smiling as like, oh, it's funny. Like, I'm smiling because like just how far I came, and then I think I'm also smiling because I want to hold back my tears a little bit. But having a mental battle in your head for so many years that you feel like that you're constantly losing every single time you're trying to put up a fight is very tiresome. So I had a couple attempts. I had 2 attempts in 2023 that that I'm so thankful. They were failures, but it gets to a point where it's like you get tired of showing up and being strong and being considered a strong friend to other people, and just always being there or being a punching bag or being the joke of something and whatever. It's like you get to a point where you get tired. So I was tired. I was tired multiple times. So I tried. They wasn't successful. My mom and my little sister was honestly the first 2 people to know. Then my older sister, and then my best friend. Them was really the only people that ever knew around that time that was going on. So to see where I'm at today, is for sure it's a standing ovation. Because I always sit and I reflect, like, what if like it was successful? What if like I didn't gain consciousness back again before anybody found me and stuff? Like, what if, you know? So I'm just proud of me. I'm proud of me. So at the start of 2024, to get back to that story, I did make a vow that you need to like show up and get your shit together, because like it's too many people that sat and cried in my face when I told them all of this, and I was very transparent. That I was like, I'm gonna try one more time. So that's what I did, and I'm gonna actually try. So that's when I started getting my shit together. I left a job that was also feeding into my depression because I wasn't happy there neither. So when I finally got the opportunity in the position in the company that I'm at now and stuff, and the environment was like so like uplifting and refreshing and stuff, where I didn't feel like it's a drag to come into work every day. Which, I mean, I still don't like coming into work, but who really does like coming into work? However, the actual environment is so chill, it's so welcoming, it's so like it's loving. Like, we actually care about each other as a work family and stuff there, where it's like you straight, you good, you need something, whatever, we go out together and stuff every now and again. So it's very refreshing to have those type of people also around in like your work life, because we at work most of our lives and most of the day and most of the time. So I would want to enjoy being in the company of people that I work with, like, you know. So I ended up getting that. But also in the beginning of 2024, I was working 2 jobs. So I was a server and a bartender, which I did not switch over to being a bartender full time at Dave & Buster's. And then I met some really cool people there that was like, it was very like refreshing, meaning like just new cool ass people. Shout out to y'all. But and we're still friends to this day too. So it was like I met cool people there, then I met cool people at my other job, and then it was just like I was just working at both jobs and stuff, just stacking. Like, mainly I was working at Dave & Buster's a little bit before I started before I switched corporate jobs. I was working at Dave & Buster's for a little bit longer than the corporate job I got now. Just, you know, hustling and stuff, just working, overworking at that point and stuff, saving money up, paying off my debt, just all of that. I'm honestly gonna call my mom. What's up? I'm on a day or 2, put on a schedule, just make like a little $300 per night, you know, not crazy, but yeah. So I was working, I was stacking. I ended up paying a lot of my debt down. Some of it completely off. So I was so happy and ecstatic about that. I still got some debt. I still got some, I still got a little debt. You know, ain't nothing wrong with a little debt. You know, I'm still trying to pay that off though. But I wish them student loans got forgiven though. But hey, it is what it is. But so yeah, so I paid off like most of my stuff and whatever like that. Made a plan to move out in June. Actually moved out in June. I was supposed to move out in the beginning of June, but how they wanted me to move, it just didn't make, like, the moving date that they gave me did not make sense. So I'm like, can I push it then and stuff? Like, maybe I should just do July. So I ended up just moving at the end of June and just paid like what for like I don't even think it was 4 days. I think it was like 2 or 3 other days and stuff in June, and then completely July or whatever and stuff. So ended up moving. I had went through like 2 cars at this point and stuff before I got my car that I have now. So I got a new car, end up getting end up moving into my new apartment all within a couple months of each other, and then also end up getting a very good job with a pay increase and stuff as well. So it's like 3 things happened to me back to back in the terms of the first 6 months of 2024. Also on top of that, me and my best friend ended up mending our relationship, but we'll get into details for our podcast. So again, like I'm gonna keep saying, if I mention any of that, tune in so y'all can hear all of that, because it's gonna be like very true, authentic, to the core. We're not gonna keep nothing or sugarcoat anything. It's gonna be this what it was and this what had happened, and just tell them from both of our point of views and stuff that we already talked about, but whatever. Anyway, tune into that though, not my reality. It's gonna be linked below. But yeah, so all of that had happened, but also within that time span, I had came to realization of friendships I no longer wanted in my life. So I ended, unfortunately, it's actually sad, and it took me a minute to actually come to this decision that I had came to. And so I don't respect outsiders having an opinion on anything with this particular friendship. I do not care about outsiders, because this particular friendship was something, oh, I'm getting emotional, that I really held close to my heart, and I still do. I still really do appreciate the person, and I appreciate his friendship, and I wish him the best, and I still do. And I wished him the best even when I was done with the friendship. But I couldn't no longer stay friends with somebody that I've been knowing for like 21 years, 22 years and stuff at this point, when I felt like they dropped the ball when I needed them to show up for me. And I didn't feel like I needed to voice that when I had already voiced it a couple times. And I feel like I show up for people even when I'm not at my best. And when I needed them to show up for me, they fell short. And I still gave opportunities to, like, we can potentially have a conversation, and nothing was ever said, no actions was ever taken. But yet you was pointing to friendships that I introduced you to, and you wasn't pointing to the friendship that you've been knowing since we were children, literally 6 years old. So it hurt my feelings a lot, and it took me a minute to like come to that conclusion, because it's somebody that I still love to this day. And I would never ever speak ill on this person ever in my life, because that's how much respect and love that I still have for this person. However, I just feel like that if a conversation would have had happened sooner, when it was clear signs, then we would have been in a different space than what we in. Instead of this person assuming that it's something totally different, when it's also been communicated to other people, like through other people, that that's not the reason and this is the reason also. So it was just very hurtful. So I needed to do what was best for me and just end that relationship, unfortunately, just because it wasn't really serving me any purpose compared to the new friendships that I was forming. And even the new friendships and stuff that I'm forming, like everybody will always saying stuff like, Shelly will show up for you, she's cool, she's nice, she's sweet, she's a good friend, all of that and stuff. Like, people that actually took the time to know me and hear my story out and actually be a true friend to me, I display that. And sometimes I over display my affection and my love for people and stuff that I never get it in return. And I always try to overlook it because it's something so superficial on the surface and stuff, when in hindsight the person never fucking liked me. And I just found that some of that shit recently. And that's kind of like, whoa. But I ain't gonna say too much because I don't want to give out so many, like, I don't want to give out people business like that and stuff. But like, bad shit happens to people that have malintent in their heart. And if you gonna keep moving around this world being a fake ass person and being malicious towards people, whether it's intentional or unintentional and stuff, bad shit gonna keep happening to you. Mark my words. Especially to people that has a good heart like me and a good soul that gives more than I take or receive off rip. And that's a fact. And you can ask any fucking body. That's a fact. And if anybody say anything differently, that's because they never wanted to be cool or be my friend in the first place. So there's that. No shade but shade. So I had to end that. That was like one of the toughest like friendship breakups I ever went through, for real. And then it was even more tougher and stuff because it was just like other people and stuff like having an opinion or suggesting things and stuff. And it's like, I made my decision. I need to grieve my friendship that I just ended. Like, let me do that. I don't want to fix anything. Let me just grieve it out of respect and stuff. Like, I still love this person and stuff like that, but at a point and stuff, you just outgrow people. Like, unfortunately, you don't want to. You like, especially like when you've been friends for so long, you don't really want to end those type of friendships. However, when you just feel like that you're not getting the same version of a friend that you're giving out and stuff, it's like, I need to, like, you know, I need to put me first. And I wasn't putting me first in a lot of situations for years. So when 2024 happened, it was like, I put me first, my feelings. I don't give a fuck how you feel, because how you feel is detrimental to my feelings. Like, you don't want to talk about it. You don't want to have a conversation. You're not showing up. You're not making it a two-way street. It's damn near only a one-way street at the end, and it's a fucking dead end. So that's just how I feel and stuff moving forward with any type of relationship or friendship. Like, I put me and my feelings and stuff first, and if you disrespect me in any type of form or way, that's it. Like, that's it. And when I mean disrespect and stuff, like, also disrespect, but also not even giving me that courtesy of like, let's have a conversation. That's disrespectful. And that's more so where I'm coming from with the disrespect part, because it's like, damn, like, you did X, Y, Z, then you went about life like one shit wrong and not even try to talk about it. Or let's just say if I did some fucked up shit, because me and my best friend, like, we piss each other off every now and again and stuff, but it's like, or even with any fucking body, even my fucking family, my cousins, any fucking body, sisters, mom, stepdad, whoever, it's like, if you piss me off and we don't have a conversation afterwards, or if I piss you off and you don't feel like we can have a conversation afterwards, what the fuck is we doing in each other's lives then? Because I have a tough conversation with everybody. And if you don't want to do that, then I don't need no surface face as people in my life. I don't want that. I had that for a long ass time. I don't want that. Any type of friendship that I'm in, either revisiting, mending, starting anew, continuing, it has to be of deeper value, and we have to be able to have an open dialogue at all times. And if that shit is not in the base core of the shit, fuck on. I wish you the best in life though, but fuck out of here. I can't even do that. And when I even mean deep meaning and stuff, that don't necessarily mean like I have to talk to you every day. We have to hang out every day. I have to see you all the time. No, but when we talk, it's a click. You feel me? But yeah, so that had also happened. And then and then I had started revisiting like old businesses that I did start up and then I just abandoned, never put in real effort or passion. Even this YouTube channel and stuff like that, I abandoned this. I started YouTube back in 2020 and then I got discouraged. Excuse me, that's what I was looking for, that burp. And so I stopped. And then, not even discouraged the first time. Let me not say that, because that's not what this first time was. The first time I stopped because I got lazy, but I also wanted to like save up for new equipment that I just never fucking bought. And like I just left that on. So then when I started it up again, the second time, I had bought the new equipment and shit like that. But I just got discouraged with just everything. Like I wanted instant gratification. And so entering 2024, I learned not to like always crave instant gratification. Like I still do most times, sometimes. However, I quickly switch it off. Like, bro, this shit not gonna happen overnight. Like, who the fuck? It's not gonna happen overnight. Like, you gotta actually put in time, consistency, hard work, passion, like all that shit gotta go into it. And I started lacking it instead because I was looking at it more so like, well, I want to be monetized. I want the monetary gain. I want the views. I want the subscribers. I want the followers. I want this. I want that. I want this. I want that. I want to be able to travel and go and film. But it's like, girl, you're not even putting in no fucking work yet. So now starting it again, it's like I have a very much so different mindset on everything. Even with like the YouTube, my clothing brand and stuff. It's like my clothing brand, that's just something like very special that I'm gonna keep trying to relaunching and launching and relaunching and launching and relaunching, because that's something that I feel like that's an affiliation that I'm trying to grow with my dad type thing. So it's like that's something I'm gonna continue to always put in effort with making that a thing. My baby sleep. And then with YouTube, I'm now taking a more approach with like the whole thing on why it's by Shelly instead, because it's by me, and for y'all. And so what I mean by that, to break that down, because I should have said that in the beginning, but it's my content obviously, but I feel like instead of using YouTube more so as like trying to be super duper on trend and entertaining for everybody else, I want to just use this as an outlet for me. I want to show my creativity side. I want to show my vulnerability. I just literally cried on camera, and I swear up and down I would never do that in life. And look what I just did. But it's like I wanted to talk about like just my life in general, showcase my life in general, showcase my challenges, my ups and downs, the good time, the bad time. Let's talk about it. And just be authentically me, because that's like an outlet that I deserve and I need. So it's more so kind of like maybe this is like a form of journaling in a way. And so that's why I said like it's by me for me, because in a way this is very therapeutic to me, because it's something that I do enjoy doing. However, it's something for y'all as well, because if you're here and you're supporting me and stuff, and you're watching my videos every time I post, and you're reposting and you're commenting and you're liking and you're subscribing and you're telling other people to subscribe, then this content is also something that you enjoy and it's for you and that you connect with as in it on some type of level. And so yeah, like that's just the whole premise. But like 2024 just really wasn't that bad of a year for me. Like I did a complete 180, and I'm like really happy on how far I came, because it's been years of me just battling depression and masking it with drugs and alcohol, honestly, and like meaningless people and stuff that really did not give a fuck about me for a long time. And it took me a long time to realize that, until I had to like really hit rock bottom in 2023. Like I had to lose almost everything, basically my life, in order for something to like click in my head. Like, no, like your dad would not want you to come meet him this soon, so let's not even do that. So I also feel like that he probably played a part in me surviving. So it's like my daddy don't want to meet me right now. Like he don't want to see me again this fucking soon. So I still have a purpose in life. I still have things that I need to accomplish, still goals I need to reach, people I need to meet, things I need to do. So I needed to hold on to my life, and now it's like I appreciate it way more, and I'm very strict on like exchanging energy with a lot of people. And even when I try to reconnect with other people and stuff, I feel like it's more so like a one and done. Like we either gonna click and we gonna hit it off the first time as we're reconnecting, or fuck out my face forever. Wish you the best though, but like you just not me. I outgrown it. I'm a different person. Whatever opinions or idea that you have of who Shelly was and stuff. Shelly is not that girl anymore. Like, she's not. I don't even drink like that no more. Like, when I drink hard liquor, that shit punch me in my face every single time. And I don't even drink a lot of hard liquor no more. I drink wine. That shit gets me groovy quick. Hard alcohol, oh baby, I'm fucked up after like 3 shots. That's it. 3 shots in, I'm done. And then if I'm having a martini, 2 martinis, and I'm done. The third push me. So it's like it's just like who I am is like totally different and stuff. I don't smoke for real like that no more. I probably do it on a weekend, like on a Saturday, just because I'm chilling in the house and stuff. I don't go out like that no more like I did. I really enjoy being in the house with my dog, watching movies all day. Like, I might want my best friend to come over, or I might want somebody, or my sisters and stuff like that to come over. Yeah, or like a person. but, but like, that's about it. And even if that is kind of like minimized to a day. I don't like people in my space for too long. I like for my shit to be in a certain order. I like my energy and my company and my pepperoni company and stuff. Like, we be chilling. So it's just like, I'm just such a different calm person, and I don't really put in a lot of energy to a lot of things like I did before. So it sometimes bothers me when I do kind of retract, because I kind of, you know, backtracked a little bit and stuff recently and whatever, and showcasing like who I used to be, addressing shit all the time, when it's like, I don't give a fuck. I don't beg people to be my friend. I don't beg people to be in my life. I move with pure intent always. My heart is pure and good. Good things have been happening to me a lot recently and stuff like that. So that's evident enough. I feel like I'm very much so divinely protected by whoever my spirits and angels and my dad. Like, yeah, like, I just feel like that I been repaying my karmic debt for a while. So it's like, I just move with putting good shit out in the air, and whatever bounce back is gonna stick. So I don't like moving funny and stuff like that. And if I don't like nobody, or if I don't want to be around them and stuff like that, it's very much so known. It's never a sneaky type of situation. Like, I don't go around. Like, my friend got a group of friends that I don't care for, and I would never show up to any of their events, even if I'm invited. The only time that I would probably be in the same space as them is when it's our mutual friends, like birthday, or they having an event or something like that. Other than that, I would not be in their space, because them are not my cup of people. And the same thing with, like, with anybody else and stuff like that. I would not be in the same room or in your energy or your space and stuff. I don't like you or don't want a relationship or friendship or nothing like that with you. Like, I'm very transparent on that aspect. I never funny kick it with anybody. Like, that's just not me. It's hard for me to do that. Like, truthfully, it really is. Like, I can't. But like, with 2025 approaching, like, I'm just really excited for like the new, come on, itchy yaya. Thanks. Anyway, with 2025, to just wrap this video up, because I know it's gonna be a little lengthy, but I hope y'all stay to the end. And my camera finna die, so I need to hurry up. But I'm just really excited for like the new opportunities. I did a little bit of pre-planning from like my vision boards that I'm gonna be constructing very soon. I like to really do mine at the start of the year, so that can like just be what I'm putting out in the start of the year instead of the end of the year, because in my head it's like, well, when the end of the year close out, it's gonna close out when I'm already planning. So let me do it in January when I'm opening up the year with my goals, and like it can be put out into the atmosphere and into my thoughts, like, hey, you said this in January, let's get this cracking, instead of like, you said this in December, what the fuck, you know? That's just my way of thinking, you know? However, I'm just really excited and stuff. Like, I don't want to say what's planned, but it's just a lot of exciting things that's planned, and I'm just really excited. I'm so excited. Like, I'm clapping for the wins already, because they're gonna be extraordinary wins. So I'm hoping that you guys stick on this journey with me. And comment below some of like your New Year's resolutions or some of your New Year goals and stuff that you have planned, or just tell me about how 2024 actually went for you. How about that? How about we do that instead of y'all telling me y'all goes? How about y'all tell me how 2024 went for you all, and whether you feel like it was a good year for you or a bad year for you compared to how 2023 was. I would love to hear y'all stories, and we have like a little dialogue in the comments. Again, if y'all stay to the end, I really appreciate y'all, and I hope to see y'all back in future videos. Oh, and be sure to also subscribe to Not My Reality and follow us on Instagram, and also follow my personal pages as well. I will be linking all of that below in the description box. Until then, guys, see y'all.